Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Quad City sports fans of all ages, ESPN 93.5 and Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, J-Bird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
What a terrific Tuesday we have here in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle So Local on ESPN 93.5. Hi, Bird.
Well, we got a full house in here. We've got a full house in here. We got everybody here. It is a great Tuesday. I don't know where to start. I don't know where the show's going to go. I have an outline where I prefer where it's going to go. Not really prefer. I don't think that's it. But I don't know where to start. We have the Iowa pass. Governor Reynolds passed the.
Right, so she signed it after you were off air yesterday, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So you had to be just giddy.
Absolutely. As of right now, for those out there, you can sign up for DraftKings or DFS sites or whatever.
So it's instantaneous with those.
Instantaneous. Can you?
Have we heard from our local casino?
I have not. I know I need to reach out to a certain casino to see if they would like a certain group of foursome to be their
Fabulous
spokespeople.
Foursome?
Yeah.
You know, speaking of
Hey,
that,
I could talk there. I'm not done, T-Roy, the things we could talk about.
well, I'm just happy that the four of us are in the same room together for the first time in a long time.
I tell you what, where I'm standing, Surge smells wonderful.
He always does.
I mean, wonderful. What is that?
It's
you know
Fireball
what?
with tequila.
No, it's not.
It's my essence.
I'm just glad he made it in. We almost had to have Dwyer stand in.
I
today.
saw that, yeah.
Everybody here, you can see
on,
Dwyer. He's in the
Stanley.
background. He's watching over us, making sure we're doing a good job.
So we have that to talk about. The gambling bill. El Tigre.
Tiger,
He shots fired.
she's talking some snot.
And it wasn't like through Twitter. It wasn't through Facebook. It was the good old-fashioned way. Just gave a quote to a PGA, Sean Martin of the PGA.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it later, but I'll tell you what he said right now.
I love it.
Talking about John Daly. And John Daly getting a cart because of his osteoarthritis. You know what Tiger said?
Because he's got diabetes.
You know what Tiger said? I walked on a broken leg. Shots fired.
And
Tiger.
won. And won.
Eldrick. Eldrick says, and won. I got some more stats about that as well. Eldrick just came right out. He has got no sympathy for John Daly. I'll tell you what.
Or the devil.
I'll tell you what Tiger just said. If you want sympathy for me, you can look that up between SH blank T and syphilis in the dictionary. That's what he said. If you want sympathy from him. El Tigre! Eldrick! Put your money on Tiger.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you more about that later. Why?
Right.
Okay. And then you've got the NBA draft lottery to talk about. The biggest one in years. And we'll go through what they could do with it. Which leads me to something else I want to talk about.
Don't do the stapler.
Because I've been thinking about something you said last week, T-Roy.
Oh, boy.
Tell you something, D-Roy.
What did I say?
About LeBron James and his post-basketball career. About how he's not likable.
He's not.
And our friend Erickson on Twitter asked a question, and it really wasn't like two sides of it, but I think he was referring to who's going to be better in 2 years, and it's LeBron or Zion, which I thought was, are we really going to bring Zion into this in 2 years? And our man Clemson Carl fired back, it's more about who's going to be better at their peak, which I understand that. But where are the LeBron supporters? If you said something like that about Kobe, I know Andy Gady would come out and support that and say, don't you talk about Kobe like that. Don't compare him to Kobe. I know our man TK would come out and say, don't talk about Kobe like that.
You said about Jordan, I think.
Say about Jordan,
Warden.
yeah.
And
Don't
it's
you
been
do
said. It's been said.
If you say that about Chris Paul, Nick's going to go crazy for some reason.
He loves Chris Paul.
And Nick used to love LeBron. You know when Nick used to like LeBron? When he was the villain down in Miami.
Nick does like villains. You know,
he likes to be the contrarian. He doesn't like to be. He doesn't like villains.
Nick had, why the rest of us were rooting for Luke Skywalker. Nick had the Emperor doll.
He likes to be the contrarian, is what Nick likes to be.
He's the Emperor.
So when everyone was cheering for LeBron in 2016, right? When he came back from 3-1, Nick was cheering for Golden State. I'm saying, where's the LeBron supporter saying, how dare you compare him to LeBron? Or where's the whole, I don't want him to go to Cleveland with the number 1 overall pick in the lottery because I don't want that legacy to be tarnished. Where's the LeBron supporters?
He doesn't have a legacy.
And that's what I was wondering when I was driving over here.
What legacy does he have? Sorry. He's not, it's not a legacy. He doesn't have a legacy.
Are there any LeBron supporters out there on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread?
Not so far.
I mean, do you call the Buffalo Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls a legacy?
I call him a memory.
Thank you. The great Minnesota Vikings teams of the 70s?
Memory.
Never won a title.
You're a Trivial Pursuit question.
But I'm just saying, you're a memory.
That's what you are.
LeBron squeaked out a couple titles in Miami. Okay. Shouldn't have got that one in Cleveland. I'm sorry. He got it.
Why do we also not? What did he say? He didn't just say not 1, not 2, not 3,
right.
not 4.
Oh, they were talking 7 titles in a row. Well, they were talking.
Dang.
They didn't even win the first one, Dirk.
Whoa, dang.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, that's the other thing.
I'm not calling Dirk a dynasty either.
We're not going to forget it's also there. Somebody has a national day today. We have to cover that as well.
And it's Tuesday. Can we? What's Top 5 Tuesday?
We can cut. We'll definitely do that. And I'd like to submit a new bit for us to see how it goes, because of the possibility that you're going to be gone on Mondays, barring like rain for golf. I get to see you, and I figure why don't we just throw in? We can do headlines, and you could be Stephen A. and we'll call it First Tuesday.
Okay.
So we'll see what they're talking about on First Take. But instead of us just doing it, you just get to tell me what Stephen A. would say in that situation.
All right.
And we'll do First Tuesday later.
I think we need to get Serge a chair.
No.
Oh,
I'm good.
okay. I forgot about that. Can I rub your butt for you or anything?
Do whatever
What's
you want,
going on over there? You quiet? You're smelling good?
Well, he's got a
take it
little
all in, man.
sciatica going on, man.
Just got back here.
Oh, one of the
Yeah,
places finally
soaking
opened
it
up
in.
now that just got closed down. Get you a little fur. I got it.
What?
Everybody in the
Serge has been raising money for
rubbing tootsies.
Serge has been raising money for people affected by the flood.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of that.
And his back's killing him, so
That's fine.
Let's talk a little bit more about some local stuff on the flood when we come back after the break.
we're going to talk numbers?
Yeah, I think we should
Can we
talk
talk some
numbers.
funny numbers?
I want to remind everybody that listen out there on ESPN 93.5, or maybe those that are new to the show, or just people that need a little push, if you will, Marvin, out
Yeah,
there.
Marv, pay
that
attention.
if you sign up for the app, if you download it, you get notifications. All right, and if I send them out there, you get little notifications. I sent out a notification, a push notification that goes to your phone.
A little personal.
And it just says at the very top of this one, it just said, "Don't hassle us, we're local." See, I was busy yesterday, and I didn't write. I didn't send out a push about the Iowa passing the gambling law. I thought about it, but I wasn't around my computer to do it.
I already know what he's talking about.
It comes up on your phone. You probably have put T-Roy.
Yeah, I have.
I would say you probably turn your notifications off. You happen to be in that demographic that doesn't want to be bothered by their phones with little notifications. I understand that.
I do in a lot of them. You're
Yes.
right.
Some people don't mind it. So I just wrote, don't hassle us, we're local. Show's on at noon to 2. And then I wrote, today's show, Tiger throws shade. Iowa passes gambling laws. NBA draft lottery. First Tuesday. See? Who knows what
I'm
that's
going to be
be
in trouble, too, if I go to first break. We don't mention this.
So, but first off.
Mookie's 40 today.
Yeah, that's right.
So happy birthday to Mookie.
Happy birthday.
Summer Shandy Andy's right behind her.
Tomorrow?
No, his birthday today too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is it really?
But he's not 40.
Oh.
He's getting close. I won't say how old he is. Just
Yeah, we don't want the ladies thinking.
I don't
he's-
want-
How's Summer Shandy
wanna
Andy
upset-
doing?
he's doing well.
31's away.
I was actually thinking
He's just
about
out
calling him
walking
today.
dogs.
You're gonna call him? What are we going to
Give
call
him a
him?
call.
Because I want him to tell me why there's not a big LeBron support. But we'll get to that.
So Easer A said that on there too. He said that he's a LeBron supporter, but he doesn't really care.
What does that mean? I want
that means he's not that passionate about it.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
not
I'm
that passionate about it,
saying.
and they said it's kind of hard to defend him when he went to L.A.
I don't think that's necessarily it.
I think that's a factor. Once you went to L.A., it's like, all right, now you bounced here, bounced back home, and now you're going to go out to L.A.
Just think he was never that likable. I don't think if he stayed in Cleveland, he's defending him all that much either. Because they don't win a title either there. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're less...
Because he already left and came back.
Right. I mean, with the lack of what they had for a team around him after Kyrie left, they weren't winning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way.
Maybe he's just got some cooking. Maybe there's just some big grandmaster plan.
So I want to remind everybody.
It's Hollywood. Hey, we all know what it is.
It's all about the game.
Download the app, ESPN 93.5 KJOC on your App Store, at your Google Store, and you can get push notifications. I'll send some things out there maybe every once in a while when I finally get to writing something. You know, I was working on something too. Aaron Rodgers made it. It was on Game of Thrones. Where? I don't know. I've seen about 4 different things where it could be him, but I work on that.
He was running from Khalil Mack the entire time. I saw it. You didn't see it? Oh. Get it?
Yeah. He was.
Khalil Mack was
got a doubleheader tonight. I'd love to do
spoilers, man.
Oh, sorry.
Spoiler alert.
I'd love to do a running
Why would you
diary
say that?
of the draft lottery pick, but I guess it goes too quick, so.
Why would you spoil that for me?
Oh, jeez. Thank goodness those things.
Heart's racing over here, man.
Talk about that too.
My God.
And if you download the app, you can also listen to the show on your smartphone. And then you can, don't forget to listen to ESPN935.com. Click listen now in the upper right. Or watch us on Facebook Live. And leave comments on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread so we know you're out there. Serge can say hi to you. So he can act like he's typing instead of just ignoring me when I ask him what his scent is and everything.
What's that?
Yep. See?
Scent of a woman.
That's right.
So let's take our first break. And when we come back, let's talk some numbers. Let's crunch some numbers. Crunching numbers with T-Roy.
That's right. I love crunching numbers.
All right.
Quad Cities. You need to stop going to your social media sites, asking on all kinds of suggestions where oil changes work, tattoos, lunch, what have you. Just pick up your Locals Lovest guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find what you're looking for. And then, if you're not bored, if you can't find one of those, you just click on to localslovest.com, go to the Quad Cities section and browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and they're even ranking the most popular places for you. When you're there, vote for us. Don't Hassle Us or Local, and all of our show sponsors. Those are our friends from Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
You have plans for your business. First Midwest Bank has ideas. Ideas for larger commercial operations like manufacturing, navigating the complex commercial real estate market, or equipment financing. Ideas for small businesses like keeping cash flow predictable, lines of credit, building benefits packages, and more. With over 75 years of local knowledge and expertise, First Midwest Bank has ideas for building momentum for your business in the Quad Cities. Learn more at firstmidwest.com/ideas. First Midwest, your local Quad Cities bank. Maybe you're ready to be a homeowner or looking towards retiring a little early. When you have plans, Midwest Bank has ideas to help bring them to life. From personal loans to mortgages, home improvement loans, and more, the experts at First Midwest Bank will work with you to give you and your family momentum toward life. You have plans. First Midwest Bank has ideas. Talk to one of our expert bankers in the Quad Cities today and learn more at firstmidwestbank.com/ideas. First Midwest, your local Quad Cities bank. Loan subject to credit approval. If security interest is property insurance is required. Crown Trophy can help you show your employees, business partners, or clients your appreciation. Crown Trophy has the largest inventory of corporate gifts, desk accessories, clocks, promotional items, and more. Trust Crown Trophy with your corporate awards and let their customer service, selection, and affordability speak for itself. Visit Crown Trophy today. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned. Check out their location at 2714 Central Avenue, Bettendorf. Crown Trophy in Bettendorf is the largest, most respected trophy shop in the Quad Cities.
Catch every swing, double play, and home run at the Quad Cities Home for Sports. Fricks Tap in Davenport. Don't miss a single inning on their 23 TVs. Enjoy the best daily food and drink specials in town. Throwback $2 domestic tall boys, $3 cooler shots, $4 burger baskets, and raffles during every live Cubs broadcast. Fricks is your place to be for every game. Come for the game and stay for the fun with live music, DJs, and karaoke. Fricks Tap. Good people and good beer. Served properly. West 3rd Street, Davenport.
Every sport, and some other things.
I just don't understand, like, why people would make the leap that you need fear instead of fun and can't have both.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 to noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 93.5.
Marvin, that's great intro music to what I want to talk to everybody about, and that's Oscar's Pub, Bettendorf's newest hot spot for craft beer and cocktails. On June 22nd, Oscar's going to bring into the Quad Cities for the first time My Posse in Effect, a Beastie Boys tribute band from St. Louis. Tickets right now are on sale in advance for $10 through the Oscar's Pub Facebook page, or they're going to be $15 at the door. Festivities are going to start at 6. Posse in Effect will perform at 9. Like I said, this is the first time these guys are coming to the Quad Cities. Really want to get everybody out there. Going to have a huge tent. This is going to be a pretty big event. Everything I heard about these guys, Jay, is gold. So, cannot wait to see them.
Gold.
Gold, Jay, gold.
They're gold in them there hills.
So anyway, we are back in the Hassel Palace. Yes. Brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And
so,
this is Don't Hassle So Local.
I was watching the local news today.
Yes, sir.
Is there a flood?
We're watching the local channel. All right.
The waters are starting to recede, Mark.
Good.
Okay.
Watching the local channel today, Channel 6, the KWQC, and Matt Hamill, that's him.
Yeah.
He came in, and it was like one of those breaks, and they were giving a snippet about the River Bandits and the flood in Modern Woodman Park.
I believe he does the morning show with Morgan Atier.
Okay. So we have that. And he explains that in the lease, first off, the River Bandits pay an annual lease of $273,000 to have Modern Woodman Park to the city of Davenport. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I got my calculator out.
In the lease.
Okay, $273,000. Got it.
In the lease, it says, for every game missed.
Due to a flood.
Due to flood, yes. $11,000 comes off that lease. They've missed 12 games and had to cancel 3, so that's 15 games. The math there comes out to $165,000. $273,000 minus 163.
That's $108,000 left.
Yes.
That they have to pay.
Two sides to this story, all right? Davenport obviously, juvenile. Davenport obviously.
Because I'm covering for him?
Yeah. Davenport obviously isn't going to point out that now they've just gone from getting $273,000 to now just $108,000. And good job. And the other thing is that the owner, Heller, says that this is going to be a financial loss for the River Bandits this year. So you have to tell me that they make over $11,000 every time. I mean, because obviously
do some good numbers. So you got to, man. I mean, if he's saying it's a loss,
then it's a loss.
I have to agree with him. I mean, he has to factor in this lease no matter what. So, but what I want to get to, if we're talking numbers,
sure.
I mean,
let's crunch him.
He's a private business. He doesn't have to tell me exactly what he loses or what he doesn't lose. To me, that's not on my tax dollar per se. What he loses and what he doesn't lose. The more money and sales he gets, the more tax revenue comes into the city.
Okay,
that's how it works.
Yes,
it actually comes into this county.
Okay,
Scott County works as a county as a whole.
It's
a big hoe.
It does. Okay,
and so when you pay a sales tax goes into Scott County. That's why, like, when you have things developed like the TBK-plex, all that revenue goes into Scott County.
Okay.
Make Scott County a better place. Not just the gorgeous city of Bettendorf.
There you go.
Helps Davenport as well.
Into Scott County, because Davenport's part of Scott County.
That's right.
All right.
All the other little cities that didn't make it out of Scott County.
Yeah.
I'm
smelling what you're stepping in.
All of you are benefactors or unbenefactors of lost revenue.
Okay.
City of Davenport is lost revenue on $165,000.
$165,000.
But it only cost $250,000 to clean up the flood. So if we're doing the math...
Wait a minute. Where did you get that
Well, that's
from?
what the city told us. So that means they factored that $165 into that into what it cost. So you're telling me that all the cleanup and all the overtime is down to $85,000 is all that's going to cost?
That's what I'm telling you. With the numbers that
Big wall, the wall they put up, do they rent that wall or do they own that wall? I don't know. It's $85,000. Now they're saying there's another thing. The city, the downtown partnership, I believe, came up with a number. It was on. It might have been on the same news station. It might have been on Channel 8. I don't know which one I was watching at the time. Jay, could have been Channel 4. I like to watch them all. I like to bounce around. But they were told by all the businesses, Serge, that we've been helping raise a little bit of money for, $30 million in lost sales overall as a whole. Now, that times 6% sales tax, for all you people out there who aren't good at math, is $1,800,000. Certainly is a lot more than $250,000 for a cleanup. You just lost $1,800,000 sales tax into Scott County. Into Scott County.
Your math is making a lot more sense than the numbers that have been provided to us that it was just going to cost $250,000.
FEMA came in and we're getting some government money too. Not just government cheese, getting government money. Cheese ain't going to plug a hole in the wall.
Wow.
I'm just saying, to me right now, you're looking at $1,800,000. Plus, if you do the math the way I think you should do it, add their $250,000 that they're lying about. And then you add the $165,000 into there. I'm just adding up all the totals. I mean, we're well over $2 million.
Oh boy.
We're well over $2 million.
You think they can raise that in a concert?
Yeah, if they got Mickey Mouse performing at it. But they don't.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just funny how numbers work. I don't know. I just got that Waterloo, Iowa education, Jay. 12 years just pumped through my veins. But I can do math really well.
You can.
Somebody ain't telling the truth.
Yeah. I think they call that fuzzy math.
Fuzzy math, or I want to get reelected math, or I'm a lame duck math.
Yeah, at least all of Davenport's not underwater.
Yeah. That's...
So anyway, that's our crunching numbers time.
Crunching numbers on a Tuesday, Serge.
That's just what we do here.
Just all day, baby.
Yeah.
All day.
Tuesday.
So let's go back to the Tiger talk. What do you think about what he said about John Daly?
I think it's great. I think it's going to be a lot of fun in the locker room because generally, there's a lot of,
shop talk.
It's a lot of
loose.
snot talk, if you
A
will.
little loose.
Yeah.
Well, how you doing?
They like to make side bets.
They do?
Oh yeah. I'm sure he's going to come in and Tiger's going to be like, "Really, John?" I mean, he's going to get it. I guarantee he's going to get it from some of the.
For riding around in it?
Of course he
Maybe
is.
some longest drive on 1 foot type thing or something like.
This isn't, to me, like I said, this isn't the kid that actually had, a handicap, man. Like that. Like this is just because he's out of shape, hasn't taken care of himself.
All right. So anyway, I told you, and tomorrow we'll look up the lines or whatever else about Tiger, but I want to drop you some stats, okay?
And at the same time, an injury is not the same as a disability. Do you follow me?
Okay.
Like Sergie's hurting right now, for example. That is an injury.
Well,
Serge is handicapped. Serge is injured.
A little bit, but
I know. No, but you follow me,
so
Serge.
So they're allowing him to be the first one to ride in a cart since 2012.
Yes.
With Casey Martin.
Casey Martin had
He had a birth defect.
Yes.
Limited circulation to his legs.
Yes.
Okay.
An actual birth defect.
Not a.
I drink so much beer, I'm fatter than a cow.
I drink and smoke too much.
And I fell in a couple potholes.
I'm just saying. I'm like, I got a better physical shape than John Daly.
Like at that point, if you can't, if those are the rules that you walk, and you are unable to do it, you want to know what? You can't play.
That's why it's called a sport.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody's ever had to walk, it sucks.
if LeBron let it all go and decided to put on 300 pounds and just became huge and fat, are they going to let him ride around in a motorized scooter on the court? No.
It makes me bleed my own blood.
If you can't get up and down the court, you can't play.
They're not going to let him put shoes with the roller skates. They're not going to let him have those.
Right. Little wheelies.
Yeah. God, when you ever see those
What are they
kids
called?
go,
Heelys. All right.
when those kids run around the grocery store with those
Oh,
on,
dude, I remember like the
Someone's
knockout
gonna
started
push
coming
them over.
out. You'd catch those things anywhere, man. Like the signs up. No Heelys allowed. Scruffing up our floor.
oh man,
Jim's getting mad.
Let me give you some stats about the Tiger.
Wait. All right.
Not only is he sharp tongue with his quotes, he in the last 50 years, only 3 players have won the first 2 majors of the year. Tiger did it in 2002. Augusta National and Bethpage Black were the venues for the first 2 majors that year. Do you know where they're playing? PGA Championship?
Good. Well, I know they played Bethpage Black's where they're playing this one,
That's right. That is correct.
and he just won the Masters, which is always played at Augusta.
Players who hit the highest percentage of greens in the U.S. Opens at Bethpage Black. Minimum of 6 rounds. Tiger Woods, 70.1%. Robert Allenby, 68.5%. Lucas Glover, 66.7%. Kenny Perry, 66.7%. Phil Mickelson, 63.9%. The rest of the field is an average of 54.5%. The last time the PGA was played in May, it was won by the same player who won the Masters a month earlier. That was in 1949, Sam Snead.
You better recognize.
Mm-hmm. So,
Is it out my mouth?
the thing about this, Tiger Mania going to take over this week? Because he hasn't played the last 4 weeks.
Tiger Mania's taking over. I think he's got as good as chance as anybody. The other guy up there is Koepka.
Why hasn't he played the last 4 weeks? Who does he think he is, Brock Lesnar?
No,
He can just show up at the major
Let me tell
pay-per-views?
you, he's still playing, but he's limiting in what he's doing. You know, he still has that little bit of neck injury thing going on, something with that tightness. He's just watching what he's doing. He's selective. He's keeping his game sharp. Don't think that's not happening. But it's just like a lot of it, like the walking and the things like that. He's older now. He's being very picky about what he's doing to his body.
We'll talk tomorrow about your picks because Sergeant's going to call
Koepka's a
us.
young man.
We'll
I
talk
think I already
tomorrow.
got my picks down. I get to pick 2 though. With the one I'm in with Rosso, I get to pick 2.
Mm-hmm.
The one I'm in with Dennis, I get to pick 1, and then and then there's the one coming out where you get to pick 10.
Is that the one that he runs also?
Yeah. So
You got to put the email out soon.
it's out.
Oh, I haven't checked my email. That email count.
So me and Mookie got to get our picks in. We're gonna get those in tonight on our birthday.
That's you guys' birthday plans? Is it a
Well,
little wine candlelight?
I'm gonna
and,
cook
hey,
her.
we can
I'm gonna
pick-
cook her some Denny Din Din.
Yeah, what's on the menu?
I don't know yet.
Dessert.
I don't know. Just I got things going through my head. I gotta go pick it up and everything.
I got a double
You can
header
do, like,
tonight.
the T-Roy, like naked T-Roy
With
sushi
T-Roy
buffet.
pie.
That'd be cool.
Is
for
it a
her.
new calendar?
She likes salmon a lot, so I might get her some salmon.
Oh yeah. Flounder.
No, salmon, not flounder.
Oh, check.
Why flounder? Why not? So we're gonna talk to Sarge tomorrow, and I got to figure out what golfers I'm gonna take for that as well. But that's your plan for the night, for the birthday dinner.
Yeah.
It's candlelit salmon
I'm taking
and
Tiger with,
and you're gonna fill out your sheets for the
with
U.S.
my
Open.
one pick. When Dennis says I'm taking Tiger for sure, and then the other one I get to pick 2. I'm taking Koepka and somebody else because I could save Koepka for the U.S. Open, but what if just by some weird chance he gets injured between now and then? He's playing lights out right now. Just take him right now because I think he's guaranteed to be in the top 5. And Koepka's just, that's the thing. Koepka is young. You figure he's what, almost 20 years younger than Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Koepka is just, he's a beast.
Who could win in a strongman competition? Koepka now or Tiger? Navy SEAL Tiger.
Oh, Koepka.
He could. He could win. He could.
Koepka's a big man. He's like 6'4". I think. He's big. I mean, he's big. He's bigger than Tiger.
I've seen him, but I mean, Navy SEAL Tiger was pretty big.
Yeah, he wasn't no Koepka.
Because there were stories that he was riding around in a big like RV and he had a gym in it, right?
Who, Koepka
Tiger.
or Tiger?
Yeah.
Constantly just pumping iron.
No, he's only 6 foot.
Oh, is he Koepka?
6 foot 186.
Everybody looks 6'4" to me though, so I believed you.
I thought he was bigger than that.
So what's Tiger?
He's 6 foot.
Oh, see, I don't know. Navy SEAL Tiger versus.
I don't know.
I take Navy SEAL Tiger.
Navy SEAL Tiger.
Yeah. See how many nicknames I can come up with Tiger this week.
They're about the exact same size.
E-Dub.
Right now?
6'1", 185 for Tiger. 6 foot 186 for Brooks.
Wow, what's
He's bigger.
What's the reach?
Man, we gotta have a little. That's a good question.
Dustin Johnson's 6'4".
Oh, he's the tall one.
What's DJ benching these days?
I don't know. He's not a bencher. He's long and lean.
Yeah.
Koepka was taller than that. I thought he was like 6'4".
You think Koepka does CrossFit, or do you think he's just straight, just pumping out the heavy weights?
Well, the picture I saw, he's like making out with really hot chicks, and then he's working out.
Tybo.
Man after my own heart.
Tybo, you think?
He's not Tybo.
No one's doing Tybo anymore.
No one's doing Tybo.
Nobody's
What's
following
he
Billy
doing? That
Blanks.
Billy Blank stuff,
he's got
right?
that-
Is that
That's
Tybo?
No,
All
no
right.
one's doing that.
That's what I've been doing.
6-minute abs.
6-minute abs.
No. 7 minutes.
What if comes out with 5 minutes?
All right, Jason's going to come in from the Quad City River Band, so let's take a quick break from a word from our sponsors.
If you want the latest in TV and security technology but don't know where to start, you need to call Dunright TV and Security Solutions today. They'll take the guesswork out of choosing the latest in smart home technology with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years, and the Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. When you sign up today, you're going to receive a Nest doorbell system free, courtesy of Dunright. So call 866-84-RIGHT today and let Dunright provide local, professional installation with personal service that's trusted by thousands of businesses and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions apply and requires an internet-connected Hopper. That's Dunright TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Do it again, a little more heart.
Your Quad City Steamwheelers are back in action Friday, May 17th against Cedar Rapids, and it's going to be big. It starts at 5 p.m. with a huge tailgate party with music, food, and fun. Plus, it's Kids Night. Kids get a free ticket with each paid adult ticket. Simply text QC Kids to 313131 for your free kids voucher. So round up the family for a night of tailgating and Steamwheeler football. Presented by Iowa 80 Truck Stop. That's Friday night, May 17th. Be there.
One Iowa Lottery Silverado scratch ticket, please.
Here you go. Top prizes of $50,000.
And a chance to win a fully loaded Chevy Silverado.
Yep. They're giving away 4 Silverados and 20 prizes of $5,000 in the Summer of Silverado promotion. You're actually supposed to scratch it, not sniff it.
Yeah, but I just love imagining that new truck smell. For rules and complete details on this Play It Again promotion, visit ialottery.com.
Crown Trophy can help you show your employees, business partners, or clients your appreciation. Crown Trophy has the largest inventory of corporate gifts, desk accessories, clocks, promotional items, and more. Trust Crown Trophy with your corporate awards and let their customer service, selection, and affordability speak for itself. Visit Crown Trophy today. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned. Check out their location at 2714 Central Avenue, Bettendorf. Crown Trophy in Bettendorf is the largest, most respected trophy shop in the Quad Cities.
Did you see that game last night?
Ooh, instant classic.
I can't believe how much Burton was sweating in the ninth. You could see each bead dripping off his brow.
I didn't see him sweating.
My girlfriend was blown away by his clear skin. She kept going on and on about what his daily regime is. It was pretty impressive. I'm sure you noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't notice his smooth skin.
Either you don't have a girlfriend or you don't have DirecTV.
I don't have either, actually.
Wow. Really?
Live sports that aren't in 4K are just kinda TV. Only DirecTV has the most live sports in 4K. Don't just kinda TV, DirecTV. Switch from Dish and get a $200 reward card. Limited 4K programming available. Requires entertainment package or higher and compatible equipment. Reward card with 24-month agreement. Maintain service and redeem within 75 days. Card within 4 weeks. Limited time offer. Select markets only. Requires 2-room setup. Minimum $47 per month for 12 months after discount. Price is higher in second year. New residential customers only. Equipment lease, activation, installation, early termination, equipment non-return, and other charges and restrictions apply.
We're playing all the hits.
Cody hits a base hit. Cubs win.
Every Chicago Cubs baseball game is a on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 93.5.
Dwyer, what do you think about the Red Rocker? Why so quiet? Hey, we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us Or Local here on ESPN 93.5.
It's the quietest he's ever been.
I know, he's usually running his mouth.
All right. Just a little
Why so quiet in the studio today?
Sports score update brought to you by Harrington's Pub. Last night, Diamondbacks beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 9-3. The White Sox.
Pirates?
Yep. Pittsburgh.
What about the Pitt Panthers?
The White Sox beat the Cleveland Indians 5-2.
Look at that.
We're rolling, baby. We're rolling. Yeah. Watch out.
Picture me rolling.
We get some pitching.
The Houston Astros beat the Tigers 8-1. The Los Angeles Angels, fart noise there, beat the Twins 5-4.
I can make one for you.
Yeah, we need that on the button. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Milwaukee Brewers. And the Seattle Mariners beat the Oakland Athletics in 10 innings. The Minnesota Twins no longer have the best winning percentage in the major leagues.
Belong to the Cubs?
It belongs to the Astros. No, the Cubs have the best in the National League winning percentage. The Cubs now have a better winning percentage than the Minnesota Twins. That'll probably change tonight. Do you know why?
I don't know.
Because today the Cubs play the Cubs should win this. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs against the Cincinnati Reds. The White Sox play at 1 o'clock today. Milwaukee again plays Philadelphia at 6:05. Let's see. St. Louis goes to Atlanta today at 6 o'clock. Kyle Gibson's on the mound for the Minnesota Twins. 6:40 first pitch. And the Royals, 7:15, Danny Duffy throwing against the Rangers. Tonight, we have Golden State versus Portland in the Western Conference Finals. That'll be on ESPN at 8 o'clock. These two teams only met 4 times this year. And they split 2-2. So it should be.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Adrian on Facebook. Warren, Golden State in 3.
That was awesome.
It was really good. I'm going Golden State, and
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think it's gonna be 4.
Just they're gonna make them play the 4th one. Mm-hmm. And let's see, the Boston Bruins, Carolina Hurricanes continued their playoff series tonight. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. Speaking of the Astros, and we were talking a little bit about the River Bandits. In studio is the voice of the River Bandits, Jason Kemp. Jason, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you guys?
We're great.
Yeah, I see you got your Milwaukee Bucks
That's right.
Sweatshirt on.
It's about time I get to wear this at this time of the year. It's
Yeah.
been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Fear
It's been
the
a
deer,
slow
baby.
climb, but fear the deer.
When was the last time, really? 2001, Ray Allen?
Yeah,
again,
Ray
in
Allen,
the Eastern
Sam Cassell,
Finals?
Glenn Robinson, Game 7 against the Sixers.
Yeah, I remember
I don't
that.
like to talk about that too much, and after that, it went downhill.
That was my last year as a Milwaukee Bucks fan, by the way. I was a Bucks fan for a while.
Where are you at now?
I'm not.
Is Sam Cassell still considered one of the ugliest men ever?
He is. He is
Play
the
an
Enemy
athletic
Mine.
sport?
If you've
Yes.
ever seen Enemy Mine
Yes.
with Louis Gossett Jr., it is him 100%. It is
Who's
incredible.
uglier, Sam Cassell or AC Green?
Sam Cassell.
You know what's
I'm
weird?
good at this. Keep going.
I used to think Willie McGee was the ugliest man in baseball. He's actually getting better with old age. Better looking. I saw
Willie
him in the
is?
dugout. Yeah, for the Cardinals. And I was
used
like,
to have
Willie
the-
McGee?
he
He's
had the
not that bad
longest
looking.
neck in the
Because they
world.
don't zoom in on him as much anymore.
It was an up close one because
he had a neck as long as that thing in the microphone. There's
he
that
did.
apple.
But he's getting better looking. I'm just telling you, good for Willie McGee. Sam Cassell, not so much. Enemy Mine. But yeah, I really like the Bucks because I'm a big Ray Allen guy. I like the movie He Got Game.
Yeah.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
No, when they traded him, that one hurt.
Yeah.
That was a bad deal. Gary Payton came back, and he didn't really care about Milwaukee, and Milwaukee didn't really care about him. So
Think about that. You could have been stuck with Stephon Marbury instead of Ray Allen.
But they
That
could have
trade
had
happened.
Dirk Nowitzki instead of Tractor Trailer.
Yeah.
So
there
that
you
would
go.
have it evens out.
Wow.
How do you like this series for the Milwaukee Bucks?
I like it. I feel pretty good about the East right now. I'm not sure that the one extra game or the two extra games that Toronto played is going to have that much of a factor because they had off until Wednesday. But it'll be interesting. I think the Bucks have a lot of depth. Malcolm Brogdon is back, which is big, underrated guy. And I'm confident they can play with anybody. We'll see about what happens after that. Home court advantage will be big in the new building down there. So it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
What's your prediction on how many games this goes?
I would say 6. I'm going to say 6.
You're being generous, man.
Well,
I think
I don't like to be too confident.
Right.
I'm a Bucks fan.
But who's going to guard Giannis?
Exactly.
Gasol?
That's not going to happen. Siakam, I guess,
No.
is the one guy who can try.
See, that's
see.
the difference between this game and last series for Milwaukee, or the Sixers going out like that. They matched up with the Raptors. Kawhi's gonna be Kawhi.
Yep.
He's gonna get his points. But Giannis is just, they call him the Greek Freak for a reason. No one can stop him.
Yeah, I read somewhere that the Bucks are the only team in top 2 or top 3 even in offense and defense in the NBA playoffs.
Correct.
And that their defense is really the underrated thing about Milwaukee. So I'm hoping that lives up and they can jump out quickly tomorrow night.
We were talking about this yesterday. How do you guard Giannis? How? That's got to be it, right?
You just got to make him shoot.
How do you guard
if he hits him, it's
3
tough.
steps from the half court line and then he just bowls you over? Like, how do you guard that?
Yeah, basically just try to get your worst players on him, as in like your guys you don't really care about, and just keep fouling him.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he does the one dribble spin, and now that he's so strong, it's incredible. I mean, he used to be $160, and now he looks like an alien out there.
All right. We'll come back to more NBA talk. Sure. Let's just catch us up to speed on what's going on with the River Bandits, because you guys had your series, which, by the way, I'm going to just point it out again, breaking news on the show. The series was canceled, and it was broke here on the show. Kind of like I've been behind this gambling bill. And not to, I will say to Metcalf, and he won't admit to it, but off the air last year when we just had him on the podcast, I was like, are you guys going to be doing, stories about sports gambling? He said probably not, because it's more entertainment. It was on the cover of the Quad City Times sports page today. The bill. They'll be talking more about it.
He just Metcalf.
I did. So anyway, the series got canceled, and it probably won't be made up because
correct. That's not going to happen.
All right. So you guys now go on a long road trip, but you're in studio because your games right now are being played
in Cedar Rapids. Sure, and that's a commuter for us, so we'll go play there, come back. We had a doubleheader last night, got home around 2 a.m., so they pushed the bus back, thankfully, today. Those aren't fun. Sometimes it's just better to stay in the hotel. But, we're excited because the water's going down, and then you look at the schedule, and we had the longest road trip of the season lined up for this week, 12 games over 11 days. So right now just waiting for May 24th to get here so we can finally get back in to Modern Woodman Park.
Yeah. So it's Cedar Rapids, and then where do you guys go after that?
Cedar Rapids, then Peoria, and then Kane County. Each of those are 4-game series.
And well, hold on. So Peoria, that's considered a commuter?
No, it's not.
Okay,
it used to be. It could be.
Burlington, Cedar Rapids, and Clinton are commuters. Okay,
but they didn't. The Astros didn't want to have 4. It's really tough on the guys if you do a bunch of those back to back, just to be busing back and forth every day.
So you guys get to hang out in Peoria?
Yes. The hotel is right next to a pizza ranch, and that's about it. I mean, you could play Frogger across the highway and get to a Perkins. But anything's better than we were just in the Cleveland area to play Lake County a couple of weeks ago, and literally it was a parking lot and a Burger King in the same parking lot, and then nothing else for about 2 miles. And I'm just thinking, okay, it's one thing for me to go there, but you've got 25 professional athletes, and their one option is a Burger King in the parking lot, and it's sort of a weird thing.
So when you're on the road like this and you're staying over, do they have like a thing where they want you to go out and eat with the 25, or can you go on your own?
You can go on your own. It's there's certain places that are quite away and separated from a lot of food, so we'll take a bus and go to like a mall.
But do you go off on your own ever?
Yeah, all the time. I prefer to walk just somewhere, and I mean, you'll see the players there now and again, but I'll go wherever sounds good that day.
I'll send you a link to a good oyster bar in Peoria.
Okay.
So it's actually really. It doesn't sound like you want to eat oysters in Peoria, but I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
I trust
pretty solid.
you.
Yeah.
I think.
So Kane County, I'm not too familiar with though. But so May 24th, that's what we're looking for.
Yep.
That's the date when we're gonna finally have the games here, and it's been crazy.
It certainly has.
Do you like
wild.
chili dogs?
I do.
All right. Well, when you're in Peoria, on the corner of War Memorial Drive and Prospect, I believe, it's a place called Emo's.
Emos.
Yep.
All right.
Go to Emos.
Keep that in mind.
Same. Very good.
Perfect.
So, how did the game go yesterday?
It was a doubleheader. We lost the first game.
There goes
That
a
ended
9-game winning streak.
A 9-game winning streak. But it honestly, you could tell 4 consecutive off days kind of randomly thrown in the middle of the season. It was tough on the guys, and they came out like they'd had 4 straight off days. They hadn't seen live pitching. Pitchers hadn't thrown to live hitters. So 9-4 in the opener, and then a shutout 7-0 to get back on the winning side of things in the nightcap. And a lot of contributions up and down the lineup, and the pitching staff has been about what you'd expect all year with the Astros farm system right now. You're going to get a quality outing almost every night.
That's great. So you said the day game tomorrow.
Yep, 12:05.
All right. So then you'll be back, and then but tonight you're going to miss. Do you usually follow the NBA lottery if your team's not in it? Do you follow the NBA pretty close?
They haven't not been in it for quite some time, except for last year. So it's I do follow it as much as I can. I mean, just like the NFL draft, I'm doing a game, and you're kind of watching the screen on your laptop just to see what's going on. But I'll do the best I can to keep updated.
I feel like we asked you this, but so Milwaukee Bucks, you're from Wisconsin, so Green Bay?
Yep.
Okay.
In that area. In the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to tell you where I'm from because everybody will be like, that's
town.
ridiculous.
So you follow Green Bay Packers then?
Yes, sir.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers on Game of Thrones?
I have not started watching that show yet. I am the guy who's waiting. I have.
It seems like everybody.
I did see the scene a little bit of Aaron.
Which one? There's 4 different ones that everyone thinks it's him.
I've seen a couple, and I'm not sure what the real one is yet. I'll tell you in about 4 years, probably.
There you go. And then obviously the Astros. But did you grow up a Brewers fan then?
Yes, absolutely. And they're on the National League side, so my ideal World Series meeting would be the Astros and the Brewers. We'll see if that ever happens.
Yeah,
last year was close.
That was
from the Brewers side of things, but this year's been a little bit tougher out of the gates.
Gotcha. So, anything else coming up for the 24th? Are there any promotions going on that we should be looking at, or I can always?
It is a Thursday.
Okay.
So you got
Thirsty
Thursday.
Woo!
Saturday.
Likes that.
Saturday is we're doing a Legends bobblehead giveaway. Joe Mauer is going to be one of the bobbleheads as part of that. He was back with the River Bandits when they were a Twins affiliate.
I have one of the originals. I mean, it's a throwback, but I'm just no big deal.
One.
The fireworks on Friday.
No big deal. Yeah. Just want to throw that.
Get Jay a pillow right now.
What, a pillow? Why? I don't know. Anyway,
never mind.
All right. Sorry. Don't interrupt, Jason.
Or textbook. I don't
don't.
know, something.
All right, don't.
You can interrupt me. That's my life.
Don't interrupt him.
Fireworks on Friday, the second game of that homestand, and that is the holiday weekend. So we're home on Monday as well. And a lot of good things going on at the park. We're excited. Hopefully the excitement is sort of built up a little bit with us being on the road for so long. I think people are, as the weather gets better, hungry for baseball. And it works out that it comes on a weekend. So we're hoping for some good turnouts to welcome the guys back again.
Do you have so that Thursday, okay, that's the 24th.
Correct.
All right. This I know, guys. I know the Cubs have a day game that day. So maybe we, even if we do a 45-minute show, we just call it a quick day, and then maybe go out to our bar up there at Mount Woodman, ESPN 93.5. It is ours, basically, right? It's ours.
Says ESPN 93.5, right?
Yeah, so it's
who
ours.
else? Who else does a show on ESPN 93.5 but us?
Exactly. So
now that he's here,
yeah,
but, you know.
So maybe we'll do that. We'll head up there. Is there a game on Friday night too?
Yes, actually, the 24th is a Friday. I'm totally wrong.
The 23rd.
The 24th is a Friday. That's when we come back home. It's
okay.
It's weird because it's a 4-game series that carries into the holiday on Monday. That's where I got my days messed up. Instead of the typical Thursday through Sunday, it's a Friday through Monday.
All right.
So fireworks first night.
Well, the Cubs, I'm telling you, even though it's Friday night, we'll figure it out because the Cubs are actually those days back to back, Thursday and Friday, are 1:20 starts, 1:10 starts for the Cubs. So, awesome. So, all right. We talked about the Bucks. T-Roy.
Yeah.
Just give me a little sample here of what First Tuesday's like. What's going to happen, T-Roy, for First Tuesday, the NBA lottery? Because the New York Knicks have a 14% chance of landing the number 1 pick overall and a 40.2% chance to get the top 3. So, if this is first take, but it says first Thursday, should the Knicks have a reason to panic if they don't get Zion?
Jay Foster, I want you to realize what's been going on with the New York Knicks for well over 2 decades. This franchise is inept. It might be the most inept franchise in the entire NBA history. They should be nervous about everything they do. They're going to screw this up. Hands down.
I love the first Tuesday already. What about word that Kyrie Irving is definitely going to the New York Knicks? Have you talked to Kyrie?
I cannot divulge my information right now. I have no idea.
No idea whatsoever. Okay. What about if the Cleveland Cavaliers get him? They have a 14% chance as well.
Waste.
It's a waste.
Another waste.
Waste of talent.
How many first-round picks can the worst city in America get? That place is a sewage dump site.
Yeah, you're right. It would be the 5th time since 2003.
I would be appalled, Jay. Appalled.
Absolutely appalled. Also at 14%, the Phoenix Suns.
I like that. It's beautiful down there.
New coach Monty Williams down there. Let's see. He could be
Friend of mine.
Devin Booker.
I like Devin.
DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre's been over for drinks.
Mikal Bridges.
Don't know him.
That's a solid team. Stephen A. What about the Chicago Bulls at a 12.5% chance?
If my Bulls...
Oh, your Bulls, Stephen A.
I just want you to know if my Bulls get Zion Williamson, I would dance in this studio naked.
Oh.
Hopefully at night.
12.5% chance. 11 years ago, the Bulls leaped to the top spot and landed Derrick Rose. They would love a chance to get Williams. Yeah, Williamson. And get you to match him up with Wendell Carter Jr. The Atlanta Hawks, Stephen A. They have a 10.5% chance.
Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah.
They haven't been relevant since Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, you would think that. They do have Trae Young, though, out there.
Don't like him. Kid's a punk.
Can I tell you something that you might not know about the Atlanta Hawks? And you don't have to be Stephen A in this situation. I'd rather talk to T-Roy about this.
All right, what do you got?
Actress Jamie Gertz is part of the ownership group that does this. Her husband owns the Atlanta Hawks. Jamie Gertz from the 80s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gets better looking with age, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she the one from Fast Times?
She was not in Fast Times. That's Phoebe Cates.
Oh, that's Phoebe Cates. Jamie Gertz.
Yeah. She was in Lost Boys. She was Jason Patrick's...
Lost Boys were in her.
Hey.
Hey?
I'm telling you. I'm intrigued by the Atlanta Hawks now. Now, I know on the air we've said, I've told you that I was a Milwaukee Bucks fan. Late 80s through 93, I was a Bulls fan. Came back to the Bulls again, like around 96.
You left the Bulls in 93 and came back in
95, 96. I was following the Bulls again.
You followed Jordan.
Late 90s into 2000s, followed the Bucks. Lived up in the Twin Cities. I liked KG. T-Wolves fan. And then I've been throwing around my allegiance. This year I took the 76ers.
This is weird.
It's not going to shock you guys. I might know, as of tonight, who my new team is.
Are you sticking with the Zion thing?
I think I'm going to stick with the Zion thing. This is a generational talent,
Jay
T-Roy.
Foster, you change your underwear less times than you change teams. This is outrageous.
Generational talent.
Oh, my Lord. I cannot get over what you do. It's absolutely preposterous.
Or... who's this guy that I'm supposed to be? Who's the point guard that's out of
John Morant.
John Morant.
He's fun to watch.
Okay, you got Zion, John Morant, or RJ Barrett. Any one of those 3 picks, you're fine.
Okay, so I want the Bulls to be in the top 3.
Right.
I want them to be in the top 2.
They're looking outside as a close 4.
I want them to be a top 2. Stephen A. Should the Knicks, who probably are going to get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, should they trade the number 1 pick for Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis?
Yes, you know the one. The brow?
The big brow?
It's the brow, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think so?
I can't even do it anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
Jason, should if they get the number 1 pick, should the Knicks trade it for Anthony Davis?
If you're assuming the other two guys or one of those two are coming, then
factor.
yes.
But if
you're not, I don't think you do.
If you don't get both of those other two, maybe if they get one of them, maybe you trade it.
Kyrie
if you get
needs
two,
help.
if you get both of them,
Durant.
If you get Kyrie and Durant, you trade that number one for
because you're trying to win now. You're not, and a proven thing like Davis, who's one of the top 3 players in the league when he's healthy, which is a big question, is probably worth more than the chance that Zion Williamson turns out to be as good as Anthony Davis.
Zion, this is a lock, isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't it a lock
to be number one?
Yeah, I mean to be the generational talent.
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
No, it's not yet. He very well could be, but nothing's guaranteed yet.
I agree.
He still has a lot of learning to do as far as the NBA and fundamentals of the NBA. Was it Amari that ripped him for not being fundamentally sound yet because he's had such an easy path being so much bigger than his competition up until this 1 year at Duke where he's playing on a stacked team as well, that he doesn't know how to curl around picks and use inside-out game. Right now, he just Blake Griffin's it where he gets the ball and runs and dunks it. But he can't shoot. He can't jump out of the gym. He is athletically just gifted. But he still has some learning to do.
Okay. I just thought that was an interesting question. I know I've seen it thrown around and everything. But, I don't know. Take some fresh legs over some used. Taking a brand new car over a previously owned.
That other car ain't got very many miles.
It's still previously owned. As soon as it walks off the lot, it loses 30% of its value.
That might be right, Jay Foster.
Tell me, Tevin.
But that is a pre-owned BMW.
All right.
Certified pre-owned.
All right, let's talk some more after this break and catch up with Jason. We'll just stop Tevin A. Smith for a while.
It's gonna hurt my throat.
I love First Tuesday so much.
All right, guys. Our friends from Front Street Brewery are back in action. They have the Freight House Complex opened, so we need to get down there. We're going to be doing some Frickin' Friday soon from there. Right, Jay? We're in negotiations for that. So I know on tap, everything they make is down there, like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, the Cherry Bomb Blonde, and then every Friday they have Frickin' Friday at the Tap Room Freight House Complex. You can hear what it's going to be every Friday on Don't Hassle So Local. So make sure you check them out. Those are friends from Front Street Brewery, their Facebook page, and the website's www.frontstreetbrew.com. And all bars and restaurants, support them. Get them on your tap lines. Give them your coolers today.
HawkeyeReport.com, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising. This ad is sponsored by Case Legal Media. Attention! This is an important message for anyone that has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers. The Internal Agency for Research on Cancer warned that overexposure to Roundup and other weed killers may increase the risk of developing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Monsanto, the manufacturer of Roundup, may have known that Roundup and other weed killers were likely linked to organ damage and cancer. This information was hidden from the public as proprietary trade secret since 1981, and Monsanto may have failed to warn of the potential risk of cancer. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call us now at 800-715-5016. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call now for a free consultation at 800-715-5016. You must protect your legal rights. Call 800-715-5016. Again, 800-715-5016.
From the first pitch to the last out, you'll hear every inning of Chicago Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5.
He's at the warning track. It's at the wall. So long.
Presented by Frick's Tap, Glens Creek Golf Course, G&G Retailers, Augustana College Athletic Department, Sexton Ford, American Family Insurance, Adam Rattler Agency.
Game over. Cubs win.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Catch every swing, double play, and home run at the Quad Cities Home for Sports. Frick's Tap in Davenport. Don't miss a single inning on their 23 TVs. Enjoy the best daily food and drink specials in town. Throwback $2 domestic tall boys, $3 cooler shots, $4 burger baskets, and raffles during every live Cubs broadcast. Frick's is your place to be for every game. Come for the game and stay for for the fun with live music, DJs, and karaoke. Frick's Tap, good people and good beer. Served properly. West 3rd Street, Davenport.
On Saturday, August 24th, over 100 courageous people are rappelling down 11 stories at the Hotel Blackhawk to raise money for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
I'm Matt Ostrom from Active Endeavors.
I'm Heidi Parkhurst with Bank of America. Don't leave us hanging.
You can help kids in the Quad Cities support an edger.
Register, become an edger, and raise a minimum of $1,000 to support one-to-one mentoring in the Quad Cities. Register today at overtheedgeqc.org. A limited number of spots are available.
Download the ESPN 93.5 app today and listen to the Quad Cities' only local sports show from noon to 2. From anywhere in the world, we are the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Welcome back to ESPN 93.5. And Don't Hassle Us, we're local here in the Hassle Palace. Brought to you by Done Right TV and Security Solutions. You're listening to us on terrestrial radio, on your app that you can download if you haven't already. ESPN935.com. Watch us live on Facebook. Leave comments on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread. And we're going to make a phone call here in a second. But real quick, Serge, why don't you talk to me about Tuesday night trivia?
Oh, Tuesday night trivia at the Bike Rack, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm no longer the host over there. I've kind of switched up. But Luke is their host at the Bike Rack on 3303 North Brady Street. They have some food specials. They have large 16-inch two-topping pizzas for just $12. Tomorrow, prime ribs on special all day. Karaoke starts at 9 on Fridays and Saturdays. Tuesday nights, they have wings on special. Happy hour prices for the ladies. Bike Rack's an awesome place to go for this stuff. Their food's fantastic. Their service is great. And then this weekend, they're having their anniversary party. It's their 4-year anniversary party.
Oh, nice.
They're going to have some drink specials, outdoor games, outdoor grill, steak and brats, all day fun.
Do you know that I was told, and it is a rarity, that you have the ladies' night?
Right.
And it wasn't our friend Sugar.
Yes, it's ladies' night.
Yeah. Sugar from what? Yeah.
Can you do this?
Sugar from Chuck's Tap. She's like, we can't have ladies' night anymore. I'm like, why? And she said that some gentlemen got upset. They felt it was sexist. I was like, come on, Sugar. She's like, no, I'm serious.
Now, I've heard plenty of guys say that. I've probably said it myself, too, but completely joking.
There isn't a lot of ladies' nights anymore.
To the point where I would actually complain about
They
something.
just call it like half price, not to say that, but it's like half price wine night or whatever else. But they don't. No one really advertises ladies' night. And look at the Bike Rack. Good for them.
Still going.
I like that.
My favorite thing to do is when you walk into a bar and it's 100% dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, must be ladies' night.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of ladies' nights turned into, was just dudes.
Here for the cheap drinks.
That's right. That's true. Yeah.
I'm transgender.
Where all the women at?
You got them 250s.
Well, might be ladies' night, but it's not ladies' day today.
What day is it, Jay?
What day is it?
May 14th. There's a few national days.
It's Mookie and Summer Shandy
For the first year ever, we are celebrating, the first time ever, we are celebrating a brand new day. And it is National Decency Day.
Just be decent.
Decency is all about active listening, better understanding, and compassion. You're right. It should be. Lisa, I can't pronounce that last name, a New York City-based parent and graphic designer, established National Decency Day in 2019 to continue a dialogue sparked by her motivation 2 years ago prior to address the diverse public discourse around her, as well as in the news and on social media.
Let's call it Snowflake Day.
Be decent.
Somebody decent? Hey, Ricky.
This is the first time we've ever been the first on our show that we've had one that started today.
I don't like it.
Yeah, okay, pass. National Dance Like a Chicken Day.
Excuse me?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Written in the 1950s by Werner Thomas, a Swiss accordionist, the chicken dance didn't even make it to the United States until sometime in the 1970s.
There you go.
They can have it back.
Yes, they can.
I like chicken.
Some things to know about the chicken dance.
One of the dumbest wedding dances there is.
Some things to know about the chicken dance. Cincinnati, Ohio, September 20th, 2004, at the Oktoberfest. Cincinnati. Rock musician Vince Neil served as Grand Marshal of the world's largest chicken dance.
There you go.
There has been attempts to break the chicken dance record.
I'd rather hear Old Town Road and the Cha-Cha Slide.
No, not like the Cha-Cha.
You can observe that with the hashtag Dance Like a Chicken Day. It is National Underground Day.
What's that mean?
Across North America, thank you for asking, Serge.
Tell me more.
Across North America, approximately 6,000 people live in some form of underground architecture. On May 14th, we observe National Underground America Day.
What's National Underwear Day?
One of the top advantages of subterranean dwelling is energy conservation.
Okay, so it's not like
Doomsday.
homeless. Seems like people
And
are
then
people are
National
choosing for
Buttermilk Biscuits Day.
All right,
Buttermilk
now we're
biscuits.
talking.
Biscuits.
Now we're talking.
Buttermilk biscuits.
In 1875, Alexander P. Ashburn patented the first biscuit cutter.
Biscuit cutter.
The National Buttermilk Biscuit Day is observed each year in the United States on May 14th.
That's what Trubisky calls his slant passes.
What?
Biscuit cutters.
Biscuit cutters, yep.
Biscuit cutters.
Before the American Civil War, biscuits emerged as an inexpensive addition to meals. So what is my top 5 today, guys? Is it something to do with... the only thing I think of is the Sir Mix-a-Lot song, Buttermilk Biscuits for today. Is Buttermilk Biscuits. I was thinking of the Underground Day. What lives underground besides the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I should be. If it's biscuits, we got to think of top biscuits and gravy. Top 5 biscuits and gravy.
Who has the top 5? I can't give you that. It's not that I don't eat them.
Well, I can
It's
start.
not something I go. It's not on my go-to. It's not my go-to on the menu. How's that?
All right. Well, I can start right now. The diner,
In the Quad Cities.
Right now, the diner has the best one that I've had in the Quad Cities.
Biscuits and gravy.
Followed closely.
I'm writing this down.
By Jimmy's Pancake House.
The diner. Okay.
The one at.
Can I? Is there to make people just go absolutely crazy? Can I add Hardee's to this list?
You might as well. They get there bright and early to make them biscuits fresh.
They're not bad. I can't believe.
Give me a little cinnamon.
I can't believe you would. Is Ross's doing okay with their biscuit and gravy?
Ross's is pretty good, and so is our place that we go to.
Chuck's. I'm definitely throw that in there.
Yeah.
Is there any? If there's anybody out there on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread, this is open.
Harlan's either. Harlan's is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Tommy's Cafe down on 4th.
Now, it used to be.
Have you had them?
Reeby's used to have a great one.
Ooh. Well, they're
Reeby's
not.
used to be good, but they're gone.
I'd love to talk about it, but they're not making the current list.
Illinois side of the river, I'm not too up on.
On the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread, you can go ahead and give us shout out anybody that you think should be on this list and
Speaking
tell
of
them
Vance Pizza Pub and Grill,
yes.
they did a biscuits and gravy pizza before.
Oh yeah, and
I'm
dude,
man.
Vance.
Wait for it.
Mark did biscuits and gravy. Had Oscars on Sunday.
Yeah,
Van makes some feared biscuits.
you can throw down biscuits and gravy pizza.
So is the crust made of biscuit?
Basically, the crust is a biscuit already.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're using sausage gravy.
Mm-hmm. Oh
and they
boy.
add a little bit more sausage to it.
Why are we not doing this right
some,
now?
And some scrambled egg, and then some cheese. Biscuits and gravy breakfast pizza.
Wow.
I'm blown away here.
Not on their regular menu, but available for
just so you know,
special
Serge,
requests.
it will be available at the new Vans on the Go on Saturdays and Sundays. We'll be open up.
What a sneak preview that was. Huh? Looked like it all came together.
Booyah.
What are you talking about?
It's going to be on their menu Saturday and Sunday mornings out at the new
Vans on the Go when it opens.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Old man Foster.
Another excuse to go out there.
Oscars, and then you can go.
Cheesy Cow was pretty good.
Load that phone number up for me, Marvin. 1319 and the rest.
And then you'll have the availability of Oscars next door with some mimosas. Then we get a lot of fun up there.
So Vans on the Go is gonna have breakfast pizza too
on the weekends.
Yes, sir.
On the weekends. Take that, Hurts donut.
Well, and that's great because you're going to have a lot of those tournaments and all sorts of stuff out at the Betplex.
T-Roy text thread line. We got Mickey's.
Mickey's. Yeah, that's it. Yep. That's a good one. I've been there. All right. Let's call. Go ahead and call him. Let's give Morgan a call.
Oh.
Talk to him about Craft Beer Week.
American Craft Beer Week.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Morgan. What's up, Morgan?
Tell me what's happening.
It's American Craft Beer Week, and we're super excited. How about you?
Isn't that every week?
Yeah, that's
should
true.
be.
But it's an American. They're just giving a week for you guys.
Yeah. A week. It's Celebrate Dave Morgan week.
It's the people that aren't in the know. They're trying to highlight what's going on with you guys, but we know we're already there.
You guys are in. Yeah, you guys know what's up.
Yes. So what are you guys doing? Anything? Is Single Speed Brewery doing anything for Craft Beer Week?
So I say, we've done like special events and tap rooms and stuff like that for American Craft Beer Week in the past. We kind of just stayed busy, business as usual this week. Because it sounds like a joke, but every week's American Craft Beer Week for us. In the tap room and out on the street when we're out there trying to move this stuff. That said, we have some fun stuff this week. In our tap room, we have a bike ride finishing up down there on Thursday nights. Kind of a community-based bike ride that we work on with 2 local bike shops, one in Waterloo and one in Cedar Falls. And some live music afterwards. And we'll probably get crazy on the patio for a little bit and give a big toast to American Craft Beer Week. But yeah, there have been years that we've built a bunch of stuff around American Craft Beer Week, and this year we were kind of like, let's just do a cool week. On the hospitality side of things, which isn't the side of the business that I work on very often.
Yeah,
we're just coming off Mother's Day weekend and graduation at the University of Northern Iowa and stuff like that. So sometimes it's okay to just catch your breath and get ready to go for the big part of the next week too.
So the graduation was already for you and I this past weekend?
Yeah, over this past weekend, yeah.
Not to get too off subject here, but that I didn't know graduation was already there, and with the weather and everything else, very limited time for sundresses on that campus, so it's a bad spring. Anyway, take me through this. I know you're a Brewers fan, and currently guys are a couple games behind the Cubs. Go Cubs, go. Do you follow the Milwaukee Bucks too, or do you just kind of just stay out of the NBA?
Yeah, I pretty much avoid the NBA. I've been watching it just because, those games go late into the evening, and that way you just have it on your television late at night.
Yeah.
But it seems like I don't catch the ends of many games. I catch the first quarter of that second game of the doubleheader. But the Western Conference Finals start tonight, right?
Yeah. That's right. Portland and Golden State.
They're Eastern. Portland versus Golden State.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, keep Portland weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, let's talk about this real quick.
Sure.
So it was one game, and Portland was playing the Nuggets, right? And all the Portland guys all the coaching staff had bow ties on. What was that about?
It was get your measles shot ties.
Is that what that was?
I have no idea.
No, it doesn't, but...
dude.
Is that what that was?
I was like, leave it to Portland to be progressive and bring measles shots to the court,
Well, the problem is that's where one of the biggest measles outbreaks is. That's why I brought it up. I don't know why, but yeah, there's that's where all the people of conspiracy that I don't know. Whatever side you fall on.
All right, I've got it.
What was it? Was I right?
Huh? No, he's right. It was in game 2 that they wore it. All right.
Right.
And then the coach was the first one to wear it. Their coach, Terry Stotts, and then the assistants wore it, and they wore it to honor video coordinator and player development coach John Yim. Hold on, John Yim, who was injured in an automobile accident.
Oh.
So, automobile accident. So they wore bow ties to honor him.
That's
that was kind of them. I wanted this to be a more fun story. I
kind of wish it was about measles
on the front side.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing that to our attention. Yeah, the measles are super fun. Yeah, that's much more.
Well, I mean,
let's argue vaccinations for the next 5 minutes about this.
Oh, shoot.
So, we've got a big push for American Craft Beer Week down here on pints, $3 pints and $5 flights. So
nice.
Yeah, we're pushing the single speed. Just want to let you know that. Not that Zach's down here right now, so he can talk back to you and report back to you about how we're doing. But
yeah, we have the people from Brood and WQAD going to come in tomorrow.
So we'll have your We'll have your product on our show.
No, oh, they're going to come into the radio show tomorrow?
No, they're going
to come into the bar tomorrow and do a Facebook Live event, and they're going to, have the news there.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So, so send Zach down here. You can push the product. So
get on the air. Get his pretty face out there.
That's what I'm saying.
He is pretty man. Get him on there.
How come Zach didn't want to come down this week?
Zach actually took vacation.
Oh, I like the fact that he spends his 2 hours listening to sports, so he gets prepared to come on the show, and then we come up with like crazy things to talk about, and he's just lost. So
no matter what you do, it's all about doing the homework.
That's right.
You got to be ready to go.
Yeah, at any time.
I do feel like I owe you guys an update on the Brewers Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened?
We did not repeat.
Oh, no.
So this was in Cedar Rapids last Friday. You have Olympics going on, and you guys, this is the third year, and you guys were two-time defending champions.
Right, and we were hyper-focused on the way in, super motivated, ready to rock. We had the right attitude. We'd done all the visualization stuff of us winning. We were excited. And there were some good squads there. Dimensional ended up taking it home from Dubuque. New brewery, so new people. We couldn't scout them.
They were hungry.
We didn't know.
They were hungry. They were hungry.
They had the eye of the tiger.
They had
What'd
the
you
eye of
end
the
up
tiger,
getting?
yeah.
Did you at least medal?
I'm not sure that we came home with the medal. And Jay can talk to this point on me at length. But if
he's not first, he's not bringing home any hardware. That's just going in the trash.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, after that, if it's not first, you can keep your stupid trophies.
Go Ricky
Morgan,
Bobby. Yeah, first, you're last.
Morgan doesn't come up for that. The thing is, Morgan, you didn't go, and neither did Zach.
Right.
So
next year I'm in. So to be quite honest, I was a little nervous to go after we'd won it 2 years in a row without me in attendance. I didn't want them to have the opportunity to blame me had we lost and I was there. But now, the bar's set back to a little bit lower. Next year I'll be able to jump on in.
That raises a good question then. What's the craziest superstition you ever did as far as in your athletic history? Do you have a lot of superstitions? Did you?
I had a couple. One time, and this was the only time I did this, but one time I think I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and I was warming up for a wrestling match, and we were in Storm Lake at the time. And I found a penny while I was warming up, so I was like, "Oh, it's heads up. Those are supposed to be good luck." So I grabbed it and I put it in my sock, and I went out there, and I did not fare very well. And that was the last time I picked a penny up.
Ever.
I got beat 9-0 by Troy Spencer from Wisconsin. If you're curious.
I love that story.
5th grade. I
just love the fact that you know exactly who it was.
Oh yeah, that's the crazy thing about wrestlers. They know they remember more losses than they remember victories. And it's hard when you're someone like Morgan. When you're up in the multiple hundreds of victories, it's not easy to remember all those guys. So when you can only count on one hand the losses, it's easy to remember
count
those.
On 3 fingers as losses.
Yeah, that's it.
It's getting deep here.
It is getting a little deep.
How's my Ray Ray's Wonder White Ale coming?
Hold on, he's not done with superstitious stories.
Oh, okay.
Moral of the story: don't pick up pennies.
Yeah.
Also, one time I had a guy ask me to brew a beer.
Okay.
And I brewed it and it didn't come out very good, so I'm never going to do it again.
Come on, he Metcalfed you. That's great. That's fantastic.
I feel he made up that last one.
Just a superstition I have.
All right. Well, do me a favor. Tell whoever's the director of your social media to retweet.
Rachel?
Retweet and everything when I tag Single Speed about Craft Beer Week and everything.
We're all over it, Jay.
All right.
We're here for you.
All right, buddy. Anything else to report?
I think that's it. Go get yourself a ring around the Goza.
Yeah, number 3rd in the world.
Got him at Pints.
Yep. We got it at Pints. So, hey, thanks for your time, Cap. We appreciate it.
Yep, you guys enjoy your day, all right?
All right, buddy.
See you,
Take care.
See you.
Yep. All right. Well, there you go. But before we get Vasco in here, did you have any superstitions?
Nothing like nothing specific. I mean, I don't know. I always had a routine in different sports.
I mean, I know we touched upon this once in a podcast. I know we touched upon it a little bit talking about when we had Turk on, but routine. You're taking the Turk. It's not a superstition. It's a routine. Like routine is putting your right sock on, your left sock on. That's routine. But
I'm also a little OCD when it comes to a lot of things.
Superstition.
Okay.
Again, a superstition. So, like, yeah.
Like, do you ever have those Nike dry fit socks that they're marked L and R?
Yeah.
Can you put the one with the R on your left foot?
Never.
Me neither.
Come on. I am not a monster.
Then there's the then there's the Puma. There's some Puma socks.
Okay.
That have like the Puma logo on the outside of the foot. So if your socks get caught in the laundry, you might have two. They're not labeled right and left, but two with it on the right side.
Yeah. Again.
Can't put.
What type of person is doing
Thank
that
you.
to their feet?
Thank you.
Animal.
What about you?
Would you ever wear two different color socks?
No.
No. No, I
can't wear.
So
like I've seen people wear unmatching socks. It just what?
So like it goes down to this. So I have normal what I wear, the black, like you can't, the hidden ankle, whatever you want to call it. And they're, let's say the majority of them are Hanes, right?
Okay.
And they'll say on the toe, they'll say Hanes, and they'll be like something blue, like Hanes Ultra, and then like Hanes Ultra Cool. No, those have to match.
Right.
I am not a monster.
If once in a long while, maybe if I did it
You
by
gotta
mistake-
be it better be a fire. Then you gotta put on socks they
I'm
don't
not putting on
match.
socks. There's a fire. I'm going.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's got to be an emergency to not check that stuff out first before you go.
Thank you. I'm glad there's other people out there.
Yeah, that's routine. It's not superstition. What about you, Marvin? Anything? Any superstitions?
No.
You don't?
No.
T-Roy?
Yeah, on the mound.
You don't wear your cup?
I never wore a cup.
I know.
Never wore a cup, but I was on the mound. I hated pitchers that dug out right in front of the bump.
Yeah.
In front of the rubber. I couldn't stand it, so I would always fill mine in.
Okay.
Yep.
So they would come back out and have to dig it back out if they were on the mound. I had to have it filled in. And then when I was at bat, my front foot had to be on a certain corner of the plate. So if you were looking at the plate, if you were standing on the side of the plate like this,
Yeah.
I'm drawing for everybody on the radio. But my front toe had to be at that corner, Jay, as I was facing the plate.
Okay.
So my front toe had to be
so
right on
your
that
alignment, same as when you're shooting
corner.
a free throw.
So I mean, but that was like everything, and then
I
and
guess
then,
that does fall under routine. Yeah.
free throws. It was
how many dribbles?
one
How many
toe,
spins? Where's your toe?
Front toe lined up with the basket. 2 dribbles down, bend,
miss.
Now that you say that,
No,
yeah,
I was a really good free throw shooter.
I'll follow
I
up
was-
things.
I was
Now that you say about the digging out, when we were at the softball tournament, and this was just a couple weeks ago, and we were the visitors, and pitcher went out there, and I thought the first inning, the ground was a little loose. It wasn't, they didn't water it in between games or anything, and so the opposing pitcher had dug out pretty much, and I kicked it back in, stamped it down with my foot, and then I just gave the knuckles to the pitcher. And, went back into the dugout, my own business, and she pitched really well. So every inning the rest of the day, I was putting the dirt back in, stomping it down, giving the knuckles to the pitcher.
Huh.
So, yeah, I am superstitious.
All right.
But the routine that way, like right sock, right shoe, left shoe, tie your right shoe, tie your left shoe. Like that, those are things that just, like, that's my son's going to do that because that's normal behavior. That's what you. So,
It's like, okay, so I had pregame routines in pretty much all sports. We even talked about T-Roy, like, made me think, like, we even have routines in bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do.
We have our set.
But it's
spin,
because it worked
spin,
at some
head
point,
down, go.
and you kept
Right.
doing it. It's a muscle
you go
memory
and I
thing.
go to I flatten mine all in one hand. Like I see the people that go back down to pick them up.
Yeah,
They all got
I
to be
can't
in
do
my
that.
hand.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like when some guys leave all 4 of their bags on the board, and they pick up one at a time to throw.
Yeah. No
way.
Craziness.
No,
I know
I'm in
too many guys.
position.
I got
Yeah.
all 4. My seams have to line up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Mine in bags have changed a lot. Like
Football, it was a lot of football was pregame routine.
Mm-hmm.
From getting suited up to the bus ride to the music you listen to warm ups, and then even to when they announce starting lineups and they run out. Like I was typically one of the last ones, and then when everybody jumps in the huddle, I had my routine, what I did every single time.
All right. Well, let's ask Vasco, see if he's got. Hey, I wonder if he's got any superstitions before he goes on air. So let's do that. Let's take a quick break.
Yep.
And then we'll talk to Dan in just a minute.
Vans Tuesday, guys, means it's Happy Tuesday because every Tuesday at Vans is happy hour drink prices all day long, and then starting at 6, you can get a large peach for $12. Stop in and try one of their specialties like the Rizzo, Kelch's Florentine, the T-Rex, or the Big Marcus. You can get any of the food items to go. Just check out their menu at vanspizza.net and then call Good to Go Quad Cities at 322-2220 or place your order online at goodtogoqc.com. Grab these specials and more fun at 3333 North Harrison Street or downtown Davenport at 217 Brady. That's Van's Pizza Pub and Grill. Come get served.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Forget festivals. Have you been to a Rallies and Checkers Feastival? The headliner is tender, juicy steak for $2.49. We're talking Philly cheese steak on a juicy burger, smothered in cheese. Steak covered in French onion sauce and crispy onions on a sizzling beef patty and toasted bun. There's even steak loaded up on fries and melting with cheese. Everything's covered in steak. That's how you know it's a Feastival. The Feastival of Steak, just $2.49 each. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Leaks, ruptures, nooks, cranny, crevice, too. You've got those wet basement blues. Call the absolutely dry guy. Call the absolutely dry guy. Put that water back in its place. It's time to reclaim your living space when you call the absolutely dry guy. Or visit us online at absolutely.dryguy.com. This was brought to you by Absolutely Dry Basement Waterproofing.
From the first pitch to the last out, you'll hear every inning of Chicago Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5.
He's at the warning track. It's at the wall. Solo.
Presented by Frick's Tap, Glens Creek Golf Course, G&G Retailers, Augustana College Athletic Department, Sexton Ford, American Family Insurance, Adam Rattler Agency.
Game over. Cubs win.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
One Iowa Lottery Silverado scratch ticket, please.
Here you go. Top prizes of $50,000.
And a chance to win a fully loaded Chevy Silverado.
Yep. They're giving away 4 Silverados and 20 prizes of $5,000 in the Summer of Silverado promotion. You're actually supposed to scratch it, not sniff it.
Yeah, but I just love imagining that new truck smell. For rules and complete details on this Play It Again promotion, visit ialottery.com.
On Saturday, August 24th, over 100 courageous people are rappelling down 11 stories at the Hotel Blackhawk to raise money for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
I'm Matt Ostrom from Active Endeavors.
I'm Heidi Parkhurst with Bank of America. Don't leave us hanging.
You can help kids in the Quad Cities support an edger.
Register, become an edger, and raise a minimum of $1,000 to support one-to-one mentoring in the Quad Cities. Register today at overtheedgeqc.org. A limited number of spots are available.
This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Crown Trophy can help you show.
The Quad City sports leader is always in the palm of your hands. Download the ESPN 93.5 app today and never miss a thing. This is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Into the phone, Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance. So back on up. Before I have to pull the strap out the cut, give me the microphone first.
There it is, Marvin. Bustle like a bubble.
Compton and Long Beach together.
I was to say Done Right and Dish together. Now you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a TV thing, baby.
Called Dish Network and Done Right for your boy T-Roy, baby. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure that one out.
You guys are dope rappers.
And we got some bars.
Dropping bars.
We got some bars. We got some other stories to talk about. But first, Vasco, do you have any superstitions?
No,
you were not
really.
superstitious?
No.
You didn't do anything when you were playing sports?
No, not really.
Before
I
you
didn't
go
do
in there,
anything
you don't.
I have routines, but it's not superstitious.
I just said the exact same thing.
Superstitious.
But it's not because I don't believe that they change anything. It's just I enjoy doing it. I don't believe it actually has an impact on anything.
Like when you're in the green room, you're in there. I'm better than Vasco. I'm better than Kimball.
So you mean to tell me if you're playing a football game,
yeah,
and your routine that morning was a certain thing to drink, a certain song to listen to on the way to the game, and you came out and you threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns as a quarterback as a team. You mean to tell me you're not going to do that exact same routine the next game?
Routine?
Correct. Yeah.
That is a superstition. That's not a routine.
No. I'm saying I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it again.
You would not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Monster.
Because I mean,
what is wrong? What?
I just don't. I don't see the correlation.
So that
would you talk during
it's something we all just kind of make up in our heads.
Quick story I got for you,
comfort.
and that was the day Mark Burley threw the perfect game for the White Sox. His perfect game was amazing. It was a gem. It had every little factor where there's the catch out in left center field by Dwayne Wise, who came in as a substitute for the game and had all the aspects of an awesome, not just a no-hitter, but a perfect game. And later on, they come to interview him about it, and he tells you how that day went not at all like he planned. He forgot his favorite energy drink. He got to work late. AJ Przinsky wasn't catching for him that day when he normally does. All sorts of things just went off like he normally doesn't do. Came out through the perfect game.
Yeah,
because he said he normally is superstitious. So
my whole thing with it is, how do you determine that those actions you took were the ones that actually influenced it, and not the other 1,000 factors that change on an everyday basis?
Dan Aykroyd, Celtic Pride.
Yeah.
Celtic
I
Pride.
don't think I've seen that.
Celtic Pride. So Damon Wayans is a NBA basketball player for the Utah Jazz, and they're playing in the playoffs against the Celtics. And Dan Aykroyd and Daniel Stern from Home Alone are the two super fans, 5 rows up, same section, season ticket holders, and being in Boston, they're super, super, super superstitious. So, like during the first half, like they played well. No, you were sitting on this side of me. We got to switch seats. And at one point, they showed the entire section switching sides, and none of this was working. So they finally kidnapped Damon Wayans.
Yeah, naturally.
They kidnap an NBA player.
That follows. Makes sense. Was it Michael Scott from The Opposite said, "I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how the turntables have.
Oh, how the turntables
turned.
So do you talk during a no-hitter? Because you don't feel the outcome changes?
You mean like when you're watching it?
Yeah. Will you say the no-hitter's going on? Would you say
you're
in the dugout?
You're at a Cubs game. You're sitting first or second row to Cubs game.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
ridiculous.
go, hey,
it's ridiculous.
notice?
Because someone talked somewhere.
Kyle Hendricks is throwing a no-hitter tonight, and you're in the second row. Do you look at your fellow Cub fan buddy next to you and talk about the fact, like, I can't believe he's got a no-hitter? Do you say those words? You do.
Yeah.
Hey, did you happen to look up and notice that there's not a zero where they hit
because
should be?
jinxes don't exist, folks. It's not real.
That's
it doesn't
really
happen.
ironic coming from a Cub fan.
It's
really ironic there.
Yeah, I never bought into it.
Oh wow. That's fantastic. Yeah, I just noticed there's a zero where the hit's supposed to be. Does that mean it's the no-hitter? Like, shut up.
Like, I'll even sit there
killing me.
I actually did that last year when we were getting no hit against the Diamondbacks, like the 7th inning. I'm like, wow, we're getting no hit. This guy might do this no hit
against somebody.
Yeah,
against somebody. Yeah,
but I would do it either way. Either way.
Not for your own team.
Acknowledging a reality is somehow changing the reality. I don't get it.
All right, well, we kind of talked about this briefly off the air, and we were mentioning Tiger Woods earlier, and it's a story that I kind of glossed over yesterday, that Tiger Woods' girlfriend, Erica, was being named in a wrongful death suit.
Now it's both of them.
And now it's lawyers are just for the family of the young man he got into a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
He was 3 times the legal limit, and now the family's suing Tiger Woods as the general manager's girlfriend, Erica, for the wrongful death of Nicholas Emmetsberger.
He had a .256 BAC, is that right?
Yep, it's more than 3 times the legal limit in Florida. He lost control of his car, crashed it, suffered fatal injuries on December 10th, 2018. He was a 24-year-old. The lawyers are saying that they have significant significant issues they have are with the destruction of evidence. They're saying that at Tiger Woods' restaurant, that they knew that, obviously it shows somebody knew something had gone wrong, and they wanted to get rid of that evidence. We have evidence to show that the videotape showing Nick at the bar that night after he got off at 3 p.m., drinking for 3 hours at the bar, was destroyed shortly after the crash had occurred. So through their investigation, they've shown that the bar knew what happened. They knew about the crash that night, and shortly thereafter, that video evidence was destroyed and deleted off the servers they had there at the Woods. He was a bartender at the Woods, and that Erica, Tiger, and other employees were aware that Emmetsberger had a drinking problem, but they regularly overserved him.
Crashed a car
during and after his work shifts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crashed a car a month before, after being, they're going to say, overserved again, which, there's a couple different sides of that. But knowingly overserving somebody is illegal. However, you got to take some responsibility yourself. But when you knowingly invite him back to come back and bartend after he already got in a crash, they're saying that they knew he had an alcohol problem, and they should have done something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're an employer and you know something about that, you put them on leave.
They said that Tiger and Erica had often drank with him.
With that case, we can't employ any bartender in the damn Quad Cities.
Well, we're not talking about the Quad Cities. Leave us alone.
Well, I'm just saying, if that's the case, you can't employ any bartender in the Quad Cities. I know very few of them that don't like to drink.
Well, there's a big difference between liking to drink and being a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
there's a fine line between being a raging alcoholic and being really good at hiding it.
Yeah.
This guy was not good at it.
No, this guy was not very good.
Clearly not.
I'm sure what's his name in the suit, because he is the owner of the restaurant. I'm sure he wasn't there. He probably knows about as much as we do about it.
No, he's been there. He's drank with them there at the restaurant.
I'm sure, but
yeah, this is like.
But I mean, at the time he was probably out golfing. I'm sure he wasn't there with him today and hand him the keys to get into a car.
They had just returned home from Australia on December 7th. It's not clear if they were there. He was there on December 10th.
Right.
But
I mean, they have insurance for this.
They have insurance for a reason. Yeah.
They're not sure he was there the day it happened?
No, Tiger.
Oh,
they're not. They do have insurance for this. You're right.
Yeah, listen, it's tragic. They lost their kid. I get it, man. They're
Tiger
upset.
actually said that they were not there the night with him the night that he got off work.
They're his parents too, right? Are they his parents?
What?
Parents are suing? Is that who?
Yes.
Did I get this right?
Parents, yeah.
The parents are suing, okay?
Yeah.
So they knew their son was a raging alcoholic. What did they do to help him?
Well, they didn't employ him at a bar.
But did they do anything to try to get him help?
They didn't serve him for 3 hours to the point of severe intoxication.
Well, how did he get to be a raging alcoholic? Was that his upbringing? I don't know, because I have evidence his dad's a raging alcoholic.
You're playing a defense lawyer for Tiger Woods.
And just from a point of principle,
lawsuits in general.
Correct. And what I mentioned to Vasco off the air was that's where the liability issue comes in hand. Is unfortunately somebody can go out and get highly intoxicated somewhere else, come to a place where you're serving them, and you serve them one drink, and now you are liable for them on the way home. If they get into an accident, hurt themselves or somebody else because you served somebody one drink, you're not the one that got them all messed up. But if you gave them one drink, now you're on the hook too.
So could you not? I mean, could people not manipulate that rule into just routine DUIs and have them say, "Well, I don't have to suffer the consequences for this DUI because they're culpable."
They're going to suffer as well, but they could also sue them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to get out of it, but they can also sue the place.
I just like, how is that not happening every day, or is it? I don't know. I truly don't know. But like, how I feel like this would happen constantly. Because every weekend, right? There's got to be at least a handful of people in every region that are way too drunk to be drinking. But it's hard to tell sometimes. Some people hide it well, and when you're in a busy environment, it's difficult to see. Like, I just feel like it's kind of a no-win situation for everyone, because how do you put checks and balances in place?
In the industry that we're in, I know plenty of people that are very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
So that makes me still liable, because I was unaware that they didn't show any signs of intoxication. They weren't slurring their words. They didn't have red eyes. They weren't, doing all the classic signs of intoxication. So I served them, so I'm in trouble now if they get hurt.
Yeah, it's just scary. You got to be walking on eggshells all the time.
Liquor stores aren't on the hook. But bars are.
Right.
Well, that's the sure they're trying to change that dram shop.
I know we've been talking about that for what year and a
good
half.
luck.
They've made
That
some.
flood wall's
they've-
going to
they've
come before
made
that
some
happens.
changes, Yeah.
See, I spun that. You see that? Thank you. Flood, see that? Flood wall's going to
Well,
come.
either way, you feel sorry for the young man lost his life, and that's tragic in itself.
Yep.
All this other stuff is, it's to me it's frivolous. But hey,
What's
whatever.
the talk
but I
of-
think them getting rid of the evidence is why
What
do
evidence-
that to yourselves?
But what evidence do they get rid of?
The videotape?
Them over serving.
What I'm saying is sometimes the videotape's just automatically erased too, after a certain amount of time. So
I
who
mean,
knows?
clearly they think they have evidence that it was
They
destroyed.
said they
though, so,
destroyed it right after they found out about the crash.
Yeah.
Not like
It's like
2 weeks
ironic
later.
timing. Like
What's the news? What's it like at the studio? Anything over the Iowa gambling law? Being signed?
no, we haven't really delved into that too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it is big news, obviously, but I feel like that's even kind of more of a news thing at this point. I mean, with
Yeah,
legislation
I
and
would say
everything,
that,
right? But no, I mean, it'll be interesting. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter going out like, who's gonna be betting in Iowa, so and so.
Yeah.
So it seems like at least the majority of reception's pretty solid. I think a lot of people are happy for it. It's kind of seems like something that's been a long time coming, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I still, when I first found out, I thought sports betting, when I was growing up, I just thought like anyone could do it. I thought it was kind of weird that you weren't allowed to outside of Vegas, and then, I don't know. Just seemed odd to me. We're the land of the free, right?
There you go.
But we can't,
that's
you can't bet on, you could bet on like
and
most
the
other
home of
things.
Merrick Brave.
That's yeah. But that's how it kind of. I mean,
exactly.
That's how it kind of. That was the argument, that you can't just let certain areas have it, and it really started with the DFS in New Jersey as well. So, where is this at? I want to see where everybody voted. But yes, good for her for Governor Reynolds for signing it. I'm happy she did.
So is this because did the Supreme Court?
Yes.
They said it's allowed.
Yes.
So it's just based on the individual states to start allowing it.
Yeah, it's up to them.
What
States'
number
rights.
is Iowa?
Was it
Is
seventh?
Iowa the only
Seventh.
one? Okay, so only 7 still,
Yes.
man. That's
Well, the thing is, so the
surprising.
Supreme Court said that
just over a year.
because the United States made it so that Nevada was the only state that could have it, and then or however the Senate or whoever, the Congress, Senate, whatever, and then they came back and said no, that's unconstitutional. It should be up to each state to decide whether they want it or not.
and Nevada probably fought this really hard because obviously they don't want anyone else to be able to do it because they'll suffer.
It takes
some.
a little bit of the luster, but I mean they spent how many years building that empire? Out
Sure.
there?
Oh, no, yeah, they're not going to lose, too much.
I see.
It's still the place
Jersey's
to be.
Jersey's going to build something. But at the end of the day, what the hell wants to go to Jersey?
We had one
Right?
person.
I mean, it's Jersey.
We had
Come on.
one person in our area for the Iowa House vote it down. So.
Oh yeah.
So it's a
yeah.
large
Can you
support.
say who it was?
Yeah, it was Phyllis Theed, Democrat, House District 93.
All right, I'll make sure I don't vote for her.
Yeah, Gary Moore said yes, obviously. So that's in our area, but it's kind of like how West described it. The eastern side pretty much supported it. Outside of and it's not surprising outside of Johnson County. People at the University of Iowa, they didn't want to see anything like that. And then the western side is mainly nay. But you get your bigger cities, the votes, the people that are...
The majority of Iowans live on the eastern side of Iowa.
Yeah. So...
Is this still going to have to happen at specific locations?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah. You have to go in and get... But you can do DFS now. You can do your daily fantasy right now.
You can?
Right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Right
So I
now.
thought for
Well, I don't
sure-
know about you. Where do you live?
Yeah, I live in West Side Davenport.
Oh, you're in.
Nice.
Yeah. You can do
Yes.
DFS. You can do it right now if you
Because
want
I
to.
would have to cross the river.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
And when I'm at work in Rock Island, I would
Yeah.
have to play,
You
daily
will not be able to do
fantasy.
it from work.
What do you mean?
You will not be able to load up your team from
Oh,
work.
yeah, because it's on.
Yeah, the geofencing after 60 yards of the border of Iowa, you will. And
Well, actually, wait, because it was allowed in Illinois, so
On
has
Daily
that changed?
Fantasy,
oh, Daily Fantasy, yeah, your
Correct,
app.
correct.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, just the other-
Yeah, if you did
yeah.
it, if you did it the app through, yeah, you're okay. Never mind then. I'm thinking of the gambling, sports
Sure.
betting, the app through one of our casinos.
Okay, yeah. You can only do it at those specific spots for out here.
You have
unless
to
you're
sign
doing
up at the
dailies.
casino, and then you could do it in Iowa from your house. You could gamble on
Oh,
a game
okay.
from your house, but once you were at work, you wouldn't be able to.
I see.
There's a
I'm sure there's a lot of intricacies to it, but the fact that it's here, it's good.
It's fantastic. Yeah. So I think they said this will be up by the NBA Finals. So in a couple weeks, the app and everything else will be ready to go. I know Prairie Med is ready to go, so I guess I'll have to call up Wes and figure out how I can get myself to be one of the first to make a bet, just so I can take that picture.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll be Governor Reynolds will be the first one at Prairie Meadows, but she reserves the right for that. Do we have time for one more quick break, Marvin? All right, let's take one quick break, come back, and then talk about the NBA lottery and anything he sees coming up with the NFL with Vasco.
And Bert, I know you're helping me with this. We're going to celebrate American Craft Beer Week all week, right, brother?
I'm excited, yeah.
It is. It's May 13th through the 19th, and at Pints, we're going to offer their $3 craft drafts and $5 flights all week long to help keep the party rolling. And then join us tomorrow, May 15th, for a Facebook Live show with our friends from Brood and WQ8A. Once again, it's American Craft Beer Week at Pints, your craft beer and party headquarters.
Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN Radio 93.5.
Crown Trophy can help you show your employees, business partners, or clients your appreciation. Crown Trophy has the largest inventory of corporate gifts, desk accessories, clocks, promotional items, and more. Trust Crown Trophy with your corporate awards and let their customer service, selection, and affordability speak for itself. Visit Crown Trophy today. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned. Check out their location at 2714 Central Avenue, Bettendorf. Crown Trophy in Bettendorf is the largest, most respected trophy shop in the Quad Cities.
Get more with McGrath.
1952 to 2019, 67 years of excellence. And during the 67th anniversary sale at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, the tradition continues. Right, Kevin McGrath?
The tradition continues, but there's a twist. We're trading for anything this month. Just tug it, tow it, or tell us where it is.
Anything goes for a trade. Now that's a way to celebrate.
We'll take boats, bikes, trikes, and more on trade during our 67th anniversary sale.
Impressive.
The McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport has anniversary pricing in effect on certified pre-owned trucks starting at $10,967.
Even more impressive.
Plus, we'll trade for anything. Just tug it, tow it, or tell us where it is. No firearms or spouses, please.
Only during the 67th anniversary sale.
At the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport.
4618 North Brady Street in Davenport.
Online, McGrathAuto.com.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-500-8980. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-500-8980. That's 1-800-500-8980. 1-800-500-8980.
Leaks, ruptures, nooks, cranny, crevice, tooth. You've got those wet basement blues. Call the absolutely dry guy. Call the absolutely dry guy. Put that water back in its place. It's time to reclaim your living space when you call the absolutely dry guy. Or visit us online at absolutely.dryguy.com. This was brought to you by Absolutely Dry Basement Waterproofing.
Follow us on Facebook at ESPN 93.5. We'll help you break up your feed of relatives' hot political takes. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 93.5.
We're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
So tonight is the NBA lottery, and there are all kinds of interesting things because of the lottery, because of going back all the way to Patrick Ewing, people believe this is rigged. They've changed the way that this format works to give people better percentages, make it more spread out instead of just the team that tanks the best gets the highest percentage. But there are 3 teams that have a 14% chance to get the number 1 pick, and all of them I'll share 40.2% to get a top 3 pick, and that is the New York Knicks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Phoenix Suns.
Ugh.
No one wants to see the Cavs again.
No.
Sorry, Cleveland. Everyone's fine. You've got Cleveland. You've got your sports year. Everyone rallied around your Baker Mayfield and everything else. Stop. We're done. And your kid,
Indians.
and your kid with the bow tie that looks like the kid from Problem Child. Now he's in like a junior adult now or something.
Who's that?
This is his son. His son is the one that. Don't you remember that his son when he sent his son to the lottery? I think his name is Nick,
no.
and he pulled the LeBron.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, and he's gone back a couple times. He'll be there this week. He'll be there tonight representing them. Phoenix Suns, fart noise. If they get
it, that's one of those
they
locations.
They kind of have a good young
though.
team.
They do.
Yes, and he.
But I feel like it's one of those locations that can't sustain talent, just like New Orleans. Like you're just not going to be able to keep superstars.
Yeah,
because they don't want to play for these.
Wasn't it a year ago
anymore.
that they talked about leaving, and then that old lady came up in the city council and was like, "He doesn't put out a good product. He hasn't for years." No,
that was for the. Wait, was
it the hockey?
That was for the hockey team. It was for the Coyotes.
Yeah, okay.
Because they moved them to Glendale, I guess, or out. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but yeah, she was really.
She gave
that was
and
great.
she knew her stuff too.
Yeah,
she broke it down.
She's like, I've sat here watching you, and none of you are Coyotes fans. You don't even know what this passion is like.
Knew like her winning percentage and how.
She
probably called them Coyotes.
I mean, in that argument, though, I mean, I know it's been a while, but the Suns did have a really good team in the 90s. I mean,
they did.
I know, but I mean,
that's when my Bulls took care of it.
I mean, man, like Devin Booker and
it was 93.
Yeah, my Bulls took care of it.
Yeah,
Charles Barkley, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, Thunder Dan.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah, I played. I remember playing against him in NBA Jam. Yeah, I don't really care that much about him. The Chicago Bulls, though, that's the one we're going to keep our eye on.
12.5.
Because I honestly, that 2 pick is fine.
Yeah. 2 or 3. 1, 2, or 3 are fine.
But you're hoping that someone else, so you're hoping that John Morant falls to you at 3, though.
Either way, I'm fine with any one of those 3.
Just not Cleveland or Phoenix or whatever else. I think it's going to be the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they're
Knicks are probably getting that time.
Atlanta Hawks. We talked about them, and they also get the Dallas pick if it's 9 or later behind. The Celtics kind of have the same situation with the Kings. The Lakers have a 2% chance of getting this pick, and a 6.7 to get in the top 3. And they kind of point out in this article on ESPN.com that if the Lakers beat the odds, it's going to be just a storm of outcries and nonsense on Twitter and calling it rigged, and all the other 29 teams will all tank too because they just think it's ridiculous. But
yeah, what are you gonna do?
There's no doubt, that Zion's the number 1, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not guaranteed.
You really don't. You're really not in on Zion.
No, I am of all people. I just know that certain teams have certain needs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does depend on who gets the
that first pick.
I mean, but if it is one of those 3 14%ers, they're probably all taking Zion.
If it's New York or Cleveland, I think they're going Zion 100%. If it's Phoenix, I think Phoenix is going to be torn between Ja Morant and Zion. Based on what they have, the troubles that they've had right now, Josh Jackson's in trouble again for them. He hasn't been panning out.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre Jr., 2 guys, both from Kansas. That's kind of why I know about this. Kelly Oubre Jr. has been stepping up, but these guys haven't been living up to their expectations at that guard position. So,
yeah, but they got Booker too, right? Mm-hmm. So, I could see them going either way.
Correct.
I could see them getting Zion too because they could use forward help as well. They could use help anywhere. But I'm on board if the Bulls get. I would really love the 1 or 2, obviously.
Yeah.
But like Serge said, you're not disappointed with 3 either. But if it's after that, it's like,
We did our first Tuesday in here.
On the Serge text message thread, I just got told I was out of my GD mind.
Did not take Zion number 1?
But I think it's because...
For Phoenix not taking them?
I think Phoenix would be split 50-50. They're going to evaluate it. That's not a guarantee. The other 2 teams guaranteed. If I had to pick...
Phoenix might be like 65-35.
On first Tuesday here, for people who miss First Take and want to know what Stephen A. said that if the Bulls were to get the number 1 pick, he would dance around this studio naked.
Oh, man. All right.
All I'm asking for is just a number 1 jersey, a Bulls number 1 jersey. And
I have a gorgeous body, by the way. Vasco.
I don't think I'd wear it even if I had a number 1 jersey, but a Bulls jersey. But
and I can't dance.
I bet, yeah. But it would be it'd be a nice surprise, a little uplifting thing for Bulls
Sports
fans.
Sunday.
Oh yeah,
I'm not dancing on national.
Have you guys back on the show?
But I will dance for you.
Not dancing on national TV.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Do you do the?
You gotta put it on display.
Do you do Rosso's golf league thing too?
No, I don't. No, I just talk with him about it.
Do you?
No, I think he's been doing that for years and years. It's like the same group of guys.
Yeah.
Now you let T-Roy in,
but
just
I've been
like
wanting
that.
to join one of those leagues. What, you're in it?
Yeah. Just like it was like that too. It was easy. You didn't have to fill out any paperwork or anything. He's like, yeah, you want in? All right, give me your email
We're gonna
address.
have to have a discussion.
That's right. Yeah, you thought it was a boys' club. That's awful.
That was the old boys' club.
Yeah.
Oops.
Because we're talking about the PGA Championship.
I was telling him I'm in.
No, T-Roy's actually known Adam for 35 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to look at that tomorrow. We got to look at the odds to win that as well. And so
It just seems so hard, man. You got to pick the right guy.
Dude,
for any tournament.
I'm in the top. I'm in the top 6.
Really?
And
Did anyone pick
Just say you're 6th overall.
Well, I'm in the top 6. Whatever.
What place are you in?
I'm in the top 8.
6.
Like our listeners are dumb and they wouldn't be able to figure that out.
Top 6 for him. I wonder which one that is. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
5th.
Anyway, and I forgot to put a golfer in like 3 times, so yeah, it could be number 1.
Oh, all right. Jeez.
You never know.
Did anyone pick Tiger to win the Masters?
Why do you sound like Bill Clinton when you're defending yourself?
You did you really?
You never know.
Nice.
I had you could
Clutch
pick
call.
2. You could pick 2 for majors.
Oh, okay.
I had Tiger and DJ.
Nice.
I finished 1 too.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Top 6.
It's getting the lead out.
Top 6.
Getting the lead out.
Berber.
So what do you got to be covered this week?
Well, we got postseason soccer rolling on actually tonight. All men girls.
Oh, you had
in
them on Sunday. I
sectionals.
saw that.
Yeah.
I did see that on Twitter,
So they've been pretty dominant in regional play. 6 of the last 7 years they've won that. So, they're continuing on. And then later in the week, I think it's on Friday, we'll have some softball as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Rockford softball and
track and field state.
Yep, there's track and field state.
I'll tell you, you guys.
Iowa.
Assumption went for boys and girls.
Yep. Yep.
You Rosso, Kidwell, and even Dazzle, really great on Twitter.
Yeah,
like you guys, obviously JFLJ a lot, but I'm saying that's you guys are the only ones that keep me away from all the annoying political people.
There you go. We can litter it with all that other stuff.
My
That's
God.
good.
I saw the Sunday. I saw the young ladies you had on from Allman, and I realized something then, that you give them the microphone to talk because we would just hog it if you gave us the microphone. We would just take it from each other. That's why you wire us up with the microphones.
Well, we
there.
actually had an issue last week with the wireless mic.
I was like, look at that. They can share. We just take the microphone away from each
I know
other.
the issue they probably had.
He probably would, though. Just fight for it.
The clip for the one wireless mic somehow got stuck in my shorts.
Yeah.
And when I do my watch, I have that for you. I'll bring it back.
Oh, okay.
I have the reason why it's broken. I'm the reason.
I'm sure they got 1,000 of them. But yeah, we'll take it back.
I found this metal piece in my shorts. I'm like, what?
Just to let you know. Oh, I know why it's not working. I broke it, and I didn't tell anybody while I was there.
Dude, you should sell that on eBay, man. That thing will go for a pretty penny.
You want to hear? We got a little bit of time.
Sports Sunday.
Yes.
What's the funniest thing you think that I could have possibly broken and not told someone about and tried to get away with it?
The funniest thing you broke and not told someone about and tried to get away with it.
It's open-ended here.
Yeah, that's...
All right, I'll lay it
A
out.
door handle, car door handle.
We're better than that. All right, so I had to at a family function at my in-laws.
Toilets.
I had to.
You guys.
I had to take it. I had to take a dump.
Never heard this story before ever. I promise.
I had to take a dump. I'm in there.
So you have to say dump. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing? And then literally, doing the wipe, and you lean to one side, and that thing cracked.
Yeah.
So who'd you blame it on?
Well, I figured my little nephews are
He just set it back.
Little a-holes. I figured they would be the ones that got blamed for it.
So you blamed it on your?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You just let it be.
A little embarrassed.
So the next person that used it probably fell off the
wow. Well, it was one of the kids.
Wait, one of the kids did
one
fall
of the
off?
kids. No, one of the kids.
So you didn't get away with it.
No, I had to come
So
clean.
what was the problem? We have 30 seconds. Quick.
I thought one of the kids did it. I wasn't sure, but I thought there's no way.
He Tommy boyed it.
Yes.
All right.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Well, good luck to Chicago Bulls tonight in the NBA lottery.
A lot of gas.
Tomorrow we'll
next
talk
one.
about PGA and a lot more going on. Thanks for Morgan today for calling in. Thanks to Jason from the River Bandits, and thanks to Vasco always on Tuesday. Thanks, guys. You guys have a hassle-free Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.